In our studio today for the Paratus Game Changers is Asino Iita. A young man of 29 years, he's already achieved a great deal in his career and is a senior maintenance technician in the private branch exchange department at Paratus. Asino is a self-confessed lone wolf, but he has also learned the value of teamwork, which he now relishes. He has always loved computers and anything to do with them, so he makes the perfect candidate to be integrating solutions that add value to Paratus customers. Asino, welcome to Game Changers.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, briefly describe the journey that you've had before taking up your role as Paratus Senior Maintenance Technician.
Well, when I was in my matric year, that there was that daunting challenge of what are you going to do next year? What are you going to study? So I faced the same, and I initially wanted to do electronics engineering, and I was so confident of getting it. So I didn't even put down a second choice. I chose something like accounting. I said, I'll do accounting. And so at the end of the day, I didn't quite get in. I spent a year doing accounting at UNAM, and then an opportunity came up. There was an advert from Vox Orion, a company called Vox Orion Telecommunications at the time, which had a vacancy for apprenticeship. So then I took it up as an apprentice, and I thought, I could earn some money and learn at the same time. And that's how my journey began. And from there, I graduated my apprenticeship, became a junior technician, and sort of just took it on from there.
Asino, how would you say you approach challenging situations in your work capacity?
Well, the best way is always to sort of be on top of things from the beginning. I'll just give you an example. So if there is a client proposal that's happening, I usually like to be involved in that process, so I know what the client is being offered. And so if we do run into problems in the future, or even before we proceed, then I sort of know what seems to be not making sense or what we can fix. But in situations where challenges arises, the thing that I found to help the most is to get your facts, because sometimes you might rely on what the person's telling you, especially if it's a technical issue, and you'll find that you are trying to resolve something, but you're approaching it completely wrong. So get the facts. If it's a client problem, then speak to the client, ask them exactly what the problem is, try and test it for yourself, and take it from there.
How would you say a person that is a lone wolf, such as yourself, come to relish teamwork, and why was that important for you?
I think it's just through experiences. There have been a couple of occasions where I've collaborated with people with work, and as you are going through the job, you start thinking that I would never have thought of it like that, or okay, I didn't think of that, or maybe in a situation where I can't be physically there, and then you have a team member to step in. So doing things on my own is, I think, over the years I've realized that maybe it's a comfort thing as well, because I know what I expect from myself. I know that I won't run into any sort of hiccup, because I know I can rely on myself to do certain things. And when you sort of in a team, there's that level of faith that you have to take that your team member is going to meet you halfway. So I've been proven over the years, I've realized that more often than not, that your team members will meet you halfway and actually even help you out a lot. So
Asino, what are you most proud of in your work?
I mean, it's every day not every day, but very, very often there's stuff that come up that make me think, hey, I'm actually enjoying this, or I'm doing a good job. But I think overall, what makes me proud about the work I do is just when I see how it actually impacts or how it betters the clients that we work with. And I'm also proud of just, if I look back a year ago, 2 years ago, my level of understanding and my skills and even just maturity when it comes to dealing with other people. And I look at myself now, I can be proud of the progress that I've made.
And finally, what are you most excited for about the future of Paratus? I mean, you're only 29 years old.
Well, I think if you had to take one word to describe Paratus, is disruptive. So, as a young person, that's always exciting to be in a place that is quite disruptive. And I think even if you look at the leadership, you'll see that we're not necessarily the most conventional company in our approach, but we get things done. So I think I'm just excited to see what can still be accomplished in the future. Yeah.
And in that disruption and in shaking the tables, you guys have managed to change the game. And that is why you are here today, because you are a game changer. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Script.
That is Asino Iita, the Senior Maintenance Technician at Paratus, our game changer.